me and Anders here. We're watching his battle back from this last week. I haven't seen this one yet, and he's forgotten about it since he watched it, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
so...
I played this at 3:45 a.m. So I slept and I forgot what happened. I know the general results, but yeah.
No spoilers for me because I haven't seen the match yet. But yeah, given that Jay didn't record this with any sound, we're just doing a post-game live watching.
Yeah, commentary to keep it sort of interesting, I guess. So, any thoughts on the teams
nicknames. Here? Scotty needs to do nicknames. He says he doesn't do nicknames, but he should.
He should. Draft nicknames are important. I nicknamed all my draft ones. I always try to have different ones for every match. I just love the name Itsy Bitsy for like such a massive arachnid. It's like it's a spider the size of an elephant. Itsy Bitsy.
But maybe it's an extra small one compared to the rest of the arachnids.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's small for his age. So sorry, what were you saying about the teams?
I had a feeling he was going to bring Clefable in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Clefable's scary.
Just checking out what the leads are.
Did you like my slow bro name there?
It's just... expecting him to U-turn out for so many reasons. There's no point to keep him in, and he's up against a slow bro. That's always going to be a
anything physical, yeah. Unless they have knockoff, they're probably going to want to switch. Usually, and of course, we get the Clefable here. Kimmy the Clefable.
I was expecting the future side.
The thing is, I don't think he brought any Dark Mons this match, which makes Future Sight so useful. It's so weird hearing the game without any music at all.
So Thunder Wave against Slowbro, all you'd be wanting is Paraprox there. It's not really gonna make him any slower than it is.
Yeah, it missed there, but I don't think it matters that much for Slowbro, really.
Could have a very inconvenient para, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, it just avoids him getting toxic later or whatever, so... Although I don't think he's carrying any toxic, so... But that's something Slowbro fears a lot more than para. Yeah. No dark types, so... Future Sight is a lot more threatening.
A Grey Ninja.
Yeah.
Ooh, that did a bit more damage than I thought it would.
Yeah. It was,
that was nice to get that assault vest off, so Future Sight does a bit more.
I figured, obviously, with any switch in, a knockoff is like the safest option, even though it's not Limpy here. As an Australian, I'd be impressed if you know the reference to Limpy the frog.
No reference. Idea.
Do you know Michael Morpogo?
Nope.
He's an Australian author who writes kids' books, and he once wrote a book about a cane toad. Like, the main character of the book was a cane toad called Limpy.
Going down so early is not very fun.
No. Toxic Croak with Gunk Shot is so much power. It's just crazy. I really like it. But that knockoff was always going to be useful for anything that switched in, I think. Although Bravery gets Defiant, I think, so he probably would have actually got an attack boost out of that. So here we go, this is your Mon.
Junior!
So I figured the U-turn was
you
coming
sort of had
here.
to take the safe switch there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Even though I was pretty sure he was going to U-turn on that.
So U-turn, I was like, the biggest things I feared, so in Trials, his Sizzle's U-turns absolutely massacred my team. Like, they were doing half damages to like things like even like Slowbro and stuff. So I was like, I need an answer for U-turn, which is why Cuddles Jr. here got Iron Barbs and Rocky Helmet. So That was his main role.
Massive damage, doesn't it? It really punishes those physical attackers that make
Yeah,
contact.
absolutely. It just makes them rethink U-turning a little bit, because it's probably not going to kill any mons. No one's going to U-turn until they die. But to just make people like second think, oh, do I really want to U-turn, is kind of massive.
I could see if you switched it in the right time, though, you could force someone to U-turn to their death.
Yeah, that's true.
Interesting to see a choice banned there, given that, yeah, choice locking can be the make or break of a game. We saw that in previous matches.
It was this choice locked U-turn that I was super scared of. So like I didn't even teleport here, as you can see. This is exactly what Cuddles was for. So Cuddles could handle U-turns quite well, but like you could see that's resistant, not effective, and how much damage that did. It's just crazy. Sizzle is so powerful.
Oh, that was like a nice chunk of health there with the double Iron Barb's Rocky helmet.
Yeah.
You time your switch in properly, and Cuddles Jr. could make someone U-turn to their death.
Yeah, that's true. So I think this was my biggest mistake here. I was expecting him to really U-turn again, and I don't know why. That was just a huge mistake on my part. So I actually went for Zing Zap to hopefully get him, but yeah, no, lost Cuddles. That was like massive, because that opens him up to U-turn freely now. So I was a bit like, oh my god.
I thought you were going to preserve him just then.
Yeah, I should have. My only excuse is it was 3:45 a.m.
Ridiculous hour battles.
Yeah. It was always going to be like really weird, because originally we were due to face at like 7 a.m, which sounds like a normal time, but like I was working like really late. I mean, there was a reason I was up until 3:45 a.m. So either way, it was going to be like an awkward time for me. As the time zones of draft, though, you just got to make it work, and it's worth it, I think. I love Slowbro. He can tank physical hits so well. I'm
just like, are you going to future side or Scald?
Well, I was expecting him to switch here, which is why I went for the old future sight. Because a Scald would definitely finish him off now that he's had 2 stat lowers.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
And you knew he was choice locked by that point, especially. Does Toga Damaro, does he natively outspeed Bravery without Scarf?
I'm not sure. My Toga was, even if he does normally with his max speed, mine was completely defense invested, because obviously he was a U-turn halter.
Yeah.
So that was his job. He wasn't really... Like, he's naturally quite a fast mon, but with no defense investments, like, I think there's still quite a few things that outsped him. So we get to see the Itsy Bitsy here. I really like Arachnovid. It's a really cool Pokemon.
You go for setup, or is he gonna...
I love it.
Infestation.
So it's like, I'm gonna keep.
It took me forever to realize that Infestation was just like a bug version of
Yeet.
Of Fire Spin.
Fire Spin, yeah, and Whirlpool.
At Whirlpool.
Yeah, it's a good move, but it doesn't work against Teleport. So.
Handy to know.
Yes.
And then a Future Sight to the face. Nothing really wants to stick around for Future Sight, but when you've got no Dark Switch-ins, you kind of have to take it to the face.
Yeah. His Assault Vest Gudra is like a really good special defensive wall, but without the Assault Vest, it obviously took quite a bit of damage. So Crobat here with the Brave Bird.
Crobat.
I love it. It's so good. I still think he has his he definitely has his 2 strongest mons still left though. Sizzle and Clefable are really scary. Both of them can handle whole teams. So I was definitely still worried here. Especially having lost Togedemaru for the U-turn shenanigans.
Yeah.
A much more important.
Did you have any ground types left at this point? Because I would have expected the predict on the Thunderwave there, if you had any ground types.
I don't think I had any ground types.
Because you tried to pull that off earlier.
Yeah. No, I don't think I brought any ground types. I brought like 15 poison types.
Just fondled the joystick there.
Giving it a little.
I just saw that out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, what's going on there?
That's for the entertainment of us people who aren't watching audio. Oh, of course I had a ground type. I had Nidoqueen.
Oh, of course.
That would have made sense as well.
Nidoqueen would have been perfect. Yeah, exactly.
I used the excuse that it was 3:45 a.m. So I don't know if he wasn't anticipating.
Doesn't seem like the Thunder Wave's actually doing too much to slow your momentum anyway.
Yeah, the Sucker Punch was big there though. If he probably could have OHKO'd me, I think, if it hadn't if I got paralyzed. So I was quite lucky there, I think.
It's probably the end.
Yeah.
Yep.
Limpy was useful, but I still had 2 poison types left, so I wasn't like, oh no, my poison type. You know. Another stroke there.
With the Thunder Wave, Limpy was definitely limping.
Oh. So good old oof ooh comes out.
Ooh.
Yeah, this was I don't really know why he stayed in here. Like even getting off the
Future Sight one. Did you hang on? Did you have Scald on?
Yeah, I didn't assume that he would stay in though, because it would definitely be an OHKO no matter what. So I was like, he will definitely switch to Clefable. It's like
yeah, but still.
Yeah. Scald probably would have been the clever choice, but.
You eventually get it in, and Clefable's now going to take a Future Sight to the face.
Yes. Uwu doesn't rush to anything.
Future Sight won't proc now, will it?
I think it should still proc. It's 3 turns, not 2 turns.
It's 3 turns, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so...
Although Clefable has such good special defense, it doesn't really matter anyway, I don't think.
Mind?
Yeah. So we can assume that it's not.
I'm so glad that this match is not going as long as his last match.
Yeah.
And thank you, Jay, for recording this so much better than last time.
Yeah, this is actually a really nice recording.
Yeah.
So it's good. And I don't think Bam could accuse me of stall for this match because I did play quite aggressively. Although no doubt he still will. So you can see that does so much to Clefable.
Still, hey, 20% is 20%.
Yeah. I was actually a little bit worried here about the Calm Minds, if it could get some serious Calm Minds off, because with the soft boiled and stuff.
Yeah.
Because we could get some serious trouble here with the Thunder Wave and everything.
I do love how when you're paralyzed, your Pokemon's movements slow right down.
Yeah. I love how with Freeze, it just, freezes completely. It can get some pretty funny stuff
Freeze
going
completely freezes it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was so worried here. I was like, oh god. Especially at this point.
At least he went for the Moonblast.
Yeah. As he started Calm Minding, I knew that I basically really wanted to do this with Crobat, because I knew Nidoqueen was probably not going to be enough. So I was really happy that landed.
Oh, and a critical just to finish it off.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't even know if that would have killed if it hadn't been a crit, to be honest. But Cross Poison is high chance crit, so I can't remember, it's like 1 in 4 or 1 in 8, so it's a lot higher percentage chance. than the 1 in 16 normal. I think it's 1 in 8, so it's double the chance. So it's not.
Okay, yeah.
I suppose Skuntank Night Slash is also high crit rate. So anyway, that's been me and Rowena for our PTG video analysis, or commentary, live commentary, I should say, for mine and Jay's match, just to fill in for the lack of music and voice.
All right. See you guys in a few days for the weekly recap.
See you all later.